there's issues with Rogue One as a show and stuff, but
Were
as
you
a movie.
also delighted to find out what happened to Blue Squadron? Because I was.
They just left that thread, and we needed the closure on that, you know.
But what I really liked about Rogue One though was, it was one of those things that I didn't really notice until I saw it, was that like the original series, the original trilogy of Star Wars, was designed to, they were aping the like serial, the old fashioned sort of serial television styles to when they were making it, and they had the cool like clock wipes and the opening scroll and this kind of stuff, right? Kind of an old fashioned of adventure serial, and then the sequel and like the prequel series and the sequel were basically copying the original series, so they still did that.
Okay, so two notes. Sorry to distract. There's a bottle opener either magnetically attached to the fridge or in the cutlery drawer. Also, I accepted a challenge for you to have a cup of tea. Beach.
Oh, I need to have a cup of tea.
Make yourself a nice cup of tea or something that will make you feel a little better, but you have to make it.
I can't just drink this.
You didn't make that, did you?
I didn't make it.
I mean,
no.
you can tell me you made it, and then I can complete the challenge. But you said you were going to do tea, and so I accepted this challenge.
What if I pour this into a mug and I add milk to it? Did I make something?
Yes.
That does count.
You still have to get it out of the bottle.
There's that. All right, I'll be back.
Pretty sure they used some really goofy wipes in it, though.
Oops.
Also, there was like a line from the
Have a
trailer that really
cushion.
stood
Sorry.
out.
Wipes.
I meant to do a fade, my bad. There you go.
Modern cinematic techniques. Yeah. See, that's one of the bottle openers we have.
Yeah, we do. All
Well, it was a
so
ghost.
we
The
got
ghost
this,
did the cushion thing. Yeah.
This.
Yep. Uh-huh.
You
And
have
then,
now made tea.
I guess,
No. I've just poured tea into a mug.
Yeah, so we just have to know if it'll make you feel better.
So, well, let's find out. I gotta make tea. That's a lot of cream. Yeah, that should be lots.
10%, eh?
Mm-hmm. I like it when they print the percentages on it.
Is that
Like, it's half
is
and
your-
half. It's 10%.
is your tea now 10%? 10%?
It's probably more like 50%, 10%. That means it's
5%.
Is it 5%?
Or is it
I think
20%?
I think that means it's 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will,
Yeah.
and
But
the
where
rest
does
and the rest
personality
is
fit in?
the rest is tea.
Yeah.
Cannot-
That's I believe that's what it says. That's what it says on the label of that particular tea blend.
Hang on a second. I'll be right. I'm not even gonna mute myself for this. Hang on.
Are you taking your headphones off? They don't go that far.
Okay.
Hello.
Like I can't. This will solve my problems.
Stevia!
Yeah.
How?
Add a little bit more.
How does that change the percentage?
Well, it's a
Now
single
it's-
drop, but it's incredibly concentrated.
Chemical X.
I haven't put.
And thus the Powerpuff Beach was born.
Ah.
Now, what percentage of your drink is beige finger?
When I put it in, it was about 8%. When I took it out, it was 0%.
Maybe there's like a little percentage of beige finger still in there.
So what's this taste like if I didn't put stuff on it? Oh, that's why it tastes like rocks. Tasting notes, Flint. I was
Is
like,
this
I
rock? Is this just boiled rocks? Is this rock tea?
It's like I've had this in my mouth before. When I, licked the side of a mountain one time.
Because you're a mountain goat.
Mm-hmm.
Or you were at one point.
This is a very distinctive tea. Like, wow. It's pretty good. But it is, I think, especially if you're in the mood for it. Hang on a second. Let's,
That was some ASMR.
It's really waking up.
That was an interesting sound.
Oh, no. There's a tasting note on here for brioche. I'm not getting it.
No, like butter rolls or
No, not even like croissant.
lemon.
Not even.
Like it's
No.
like brioche, but inside the brioche is a rock.
When I did a tasting one time with Jared where I was on his show and he had me making this thing at home. This is during COVID, so he gave me all this equipment that I made a thing and I was messing it up terribly. And I drank the tea, like, oh, this is gonna be so good. And I drank the tea and it just tasted like grass. It just tasted like grass. And I felt that I couldn't say anything. Like I was like, because he's there and his other guest is there and I'm there and they're talking about, the tea and enjoying tea and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just sitting here, I'm like, it just tastes like cut grass. It tastes like the way a field smells. And I'm like, I messed it up. I must have screwed this up. I must not put the water at the right temperature. I must have put it whatever. And he's like, what do you think? And I'm like, it tastes like grass. And he's like, that's good. I'm like, oh, good. He's like, yeah, there's supposed to be like a flavor forward of like freshly cut grass like that. I'm like, oh, well, I taste it. And he's like, good. I'm glad to see that. And then there's this other thing. And I'm like, okay. And then I took another drink and I was like sucking air through my teeth, like really hard to try to get. And then I could finally taste the other thing he was talking about. And I'm like, okay, I didn't screw it up. It's fairly forgiving. But briefly, I was like, oh, I'm messing this up for him.
You started with like grass types and now you're on rock types?
Yeah, I'm on rock types now. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is interesting. This is like, it's real weird because rock tea and cream and stevia is definitely not a flavor I've ever had mixed together before. So I don't know. I like this though.
Next time you're gonna go lick a rock, just put a little drop of stevia on it first.
This is wild. This is like, it's so different than like drinking citrus teas or like herbal teas. Like having this really strong, like it's still tea, but this really strong other flavor. I'm like, oh, it's really cool. I'm gonna have I'm sorry, Jared, but I'm gonna have the rest of your fantastic tea totally adulterated.
Yeah. Has Jared already come by or arrived remotely for the tea party during Dawn Guard? I think they were going to do a thing.
I don't know if they're doing that yet or if that's later. All right. Moitié. I'm not sure if he's come by. I haven't seen him in the morning. And I think that's if he was coming by in the morning, I might have seen him then. But yeah, I haven't seen him in the morning, so. No, that needs the finger.
Beach finger!
People are going to be like, trying that they like study the recipe, right? And they are going to make it exactly the way you made it and be like, it's not as good as I thought it would be.
Wow.
Beach really, and it's like it's missing that key ingredient.
Mm-hmm. 10 minutes left on that unstable booster box for that key ingredient. Minus the beach finger. Minus. I'm not promising beach finger.
No. This is really refreshing rock tea.
So much cream, Beach.
Really round flavor. Round rocks. Sweet round rocks, like what? Lithium? Is lithium sweet? Lead. Lead is sweet. Lead tea.
Lead is sweet, yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably not a good thing to be
No.
drinking, though.
No, I wouldn't drink lead tea.
Yes. each finger is sold separately through a arrangement with the finger's current owner.
Beej.
Yes.
Hey.
I'm back. I'm paying attention.
Hello. I want to go check in on how Ian do since he's back at it.
Oh, good. Okay.
I'll be back.
No, you see to yourself. We'll see you in a bit. Mr. Flip, don't say things like lead is sweet, that's why they put it in peanut butter and jelly. Please don't say stuff like that. That gives me the wrong idea entirely. Oh, I read PB and J altogether. I wasn't thinking. Yes, thank you, Mr. Flip. That's really good.
Good joke.
Good pun. I'm glad people separated it out so I could actually see them both together.